We are back in Boston with some Fallout 4. I got too many mods for this game and I was merging, but now that I'm finished, I had freed up some space and I wanted to come check out and see what is new on the Nexus. But first, before I actually get to that, I actually got a mod from Lover's Lab and it is the 2B race. So you can play as everyone's favorite sex bot in yet another game. So I think 2B is modded into more games than any other character. I was actually ready to do a playthrough with this mod until I saw that the body was a different color than the head. And there isn't a console command to set the race either, because you know how there's like other mods like the Dio Race Girls and you have to like put a console command to actually get the body to match the head. But this one didn't have anything. It said in the description that no console commands was necessary, and it just did not work for me. So, and then when I made my way to the Nexus, I managed to download the service rifle gun inspired by Fallout New Vegas. So this is actually 3 guns in one, which is really nice since my mod list is so damn big. And you can actually take the rifle to the workbench and change it to, you know, either the assault carbine, the marksman carbine, or, you know, the service rifle. So I almost want to say it has iron sights because I play so much Fallout 3 that I freaking forget that iron sights is built into this game. So I think this feels good and it aims nicely. It has a bit of a big recoil, but that's before you even add any stabilizing mods to it. So as someone who really likes the NCR, I gotta keep this one. And also it just has these very nice textures. It's just a really pretty gun overall. Next is Baka level up menu, which tries to make the level up menu more like the classic Fallout games. And it does it in some ways. As you can see, the perks are all in a list to the left with the perks description on the right. So I really like that this makes the menu you know, more like the game that I really like, which is Fallout 3. But I feel that the menu is just cluttered, as it will list the same perk multiple times depending on how many times you can rank that perk up. So in Fallout 3 and in Fallout New Vegas, it shows the perk only one time, and depending on how many times you ranked up that perk, it will just have the number next to it of how many times you ranked it up. So I think that this mod can be better with a few improvements. It just needs to be cleaned up a bit. The next mod actually utilizes Baka level up menu, and this is called Sexy Perks and More Forno Edition. This is going to take most of the artwork that you see used for the actual perks and change them to this big booba Vogue girl. So the images can be both sexy and funny, and some are a bit graphic, and I think this one is pretty okay. I remember seeing this mod for Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, but I actually couldn't get it to work. I think this one does a good job at, you know, thirsting. And next up is Lucky Cricket's Caravan. This is an overhaul for Cricket and her Caravan guards. If you install this mod after you already started a playthrough like I did, Cricket and her Caravan guards will still have their normal look, but you can actually walk up to them and open up the console command to click on them, and then just hit disable and then enable, and the NPCs will actually you know, disappear and then reappear, and when they reappear they will have their new modded look. So as you can see, I'll be doing it here in this video, and I really like this one. The brighter colors and the fancier clothes just make this caravan more unique and stand out from all the others. And I think that, you know, this caravan by default just stands out from the others because of just how Cricket is. Like, she's quite the character. Like, she has a lot to say. She looks like she might be like an addict of some sort, or like straight out of the loony bin. And Cricket sells guns, and she like gives off this real troublemaker kind of vibe. So her new look, I think, is perfect because it kind of reminds me of Harley Quinn, who is known to be a big troublemaker. And this mod is just very good, and it's made by dwoot, who has actually closed their account on Nexus. So dwoot, if you actually see this video, I just want to say thank you, because this one is actually really nice.
Excuse me.
Better buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
What kind of stuff do you have?
If it can chamber cock and spit out lead, then I sell it. I sell slashers and clobberers too, for those maniacs that like it up close. But hot death flying faster than the speed of sound? Ah, my knees are getting weak just from thinking about it.
Maybe later.
Less time thinking, more time blowing shit up.
Next is two small mods from More Like Vicky, and these are some model replacers for the water pumps. It's mostly the same water pump, but it has some buckets and a few tools lying next to it. It's nothing too fancy, but still acceptable. Now, this doesn't use any plugins, and normally I'd say yes, this is a good thing, but actually in Fallout 4 you should try to get plugins as much as possible for things like textures and mesh replacers. So next up is BZW COD Ghost Jawbone, based on the character from the Call of Duty franchise. So this is an armor that can be crafted at the chem bench. It's actually easy to make since it's just cloth. The armor is great on my end, no lag, no frame drops, nothing like that. So the cape has some physics, mostly noticeable at the bottom, and the armor is actually very modular. It takes up most, if not all, of the clothing slots, and what I like about this mod is how simple it is. You just go to the chem bench with some cloth, and that's it. No quests, no scripts, and it's most likely easy to merge. So that's actually going to do it for me on this video. That was some Fallout 4 mods. It's been a while since we did some Fallout 4. It's just kind of hard for me to do it nowadays. Like just, you know, every time you just try to check the mod list, there's nothing but like body slides and bikinis and things like that that you really just can't show without YouTube getting mad at you. And you know, Fallout 3 has more of the immersive, more PG mods, so that's why I mostly focus on that. But still, it's just good to see that this game is getting modded. And you know, every once in a while you find some goodies in there. So like the service rifle and the Call of Duty Ghost costume are my favorites from this session. And yeah, so I'm going to keep those two. Shout out to all the mod authors, and I will see you guys later. Take care.